we're not being persecuted.
Right.
Just your privileges are being taken away.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily persecution, right? Oh my gosh, they want to take the 10 Commandments out of the schools. Well, that was a privilege that we no longer have. Right. That's not necessarily persecution.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're not doing that because they hate Jesus.
Right.
They may be taking away that privilege.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I think what Christians are facing, a lot of what we're facing today here in America, is we're losing the influence and the privileges that we had in the world. Mm-hmm. You know, where there were certain things, like, as people will say, quote unquote, you know, we, you know, this nation was built on Christian values, mm-hmm. right? And those values were, you know, were lived out in very plain ways within our culture at one time, right? Mm-hmm. This is what people would say, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, prayer in school, you know what I mean? Like, you know, all of those things were a part of, you know, the culture, right? Mm-hmm. Those were privileges, right? Yeah. And as the nation, you know, grew more diverse, mm-hmm. So did the ideas of how religion should be held in the public square. Yeah. Right. And so, right or wrong, you know, it's just the reality. And so now those privileges are being walked back. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that we're being persecuted. Right. It just means that that's a loss of privilege. Yeah. And I think it's important to categorize it that way too, because in some senses, I think it takes away from the persecution that people are really experiencing, whether here or in other places in the world. Yeah.